Hi everybody, it's Bev, and I've got a new kit that I'm going to put together today, and it is called a hidden kit for ephemera pieces. And it makes a hidden tuck card, a large hidden paper clip, a medium hidden paper clip, and a small hidden paper clip. So let me put this together for you real quick. This is what the kit comes with. This is the cover sheet. And then it has this page of cardstock with the patterns to cut out your pieces on the back. So this will be your inside color that doesn't show, or if you want to use that color as one of your pieces, you can. And that's for 2 of the paper clips. And then this sheet, and on the back, this is your hidden tuck card pattern and your 2 large paper clip patterns. And then it comes with a piece of Trisha's pretty card, journaling card. This is copy dyed, and I probably will be putting copy dyed in most of them. It comes with a large paper clip, the medium paper clip, and the small paper clip. So everything is there that you need, including the sheet with your ephemera on it. There that is. I failed to have it in the first little clip, so I paused, I went and got it, and I started again the magic of recording. So this is the ephemera piece with little tickets and tags, lots of butterflies and birds. I enjoyed doing this one a lot. Okay, let's do it. Get those out of the way. And from the magic of recording and pre-cutting, I have all of the ephemera already cut out, so I wouldn't have to waste your time while you watched me fussy cut little butterflies. So I got that all cut out already. And now we'll cut out the pieces. I'll put the journaling card to the side because that's going to be the hidden tuck card. And get my cutter out and get this going. So this has copies, or this is printed on 65-pound cardstock, and it is just different designs that I put together myself. I think they turned out real pretty, kind of fallish colors, but not the pumpkins. But starting to get us into that. I added some ripped paper on there too. Of course, got to have some ripped paper. And when I did this, I designed the places to cut for the hidden tuck card, so they're kind of grayed out, but you can see the lines. Just follow the lines, follow the yellow brick road. And it's a rectangle, so basically if you cut a rectangle, even if you're off a little bit, it's going to be just fine. All right, so you've got your rectangle, and we're going to fold that in half, and that's the start of the hidden tuck card. We're just going to fold it in half. You can make these with 2 cards. You've seen me do it with 2 separate cards, but this just make it easier. I made it 1 piece that can be folded in half, and we'll get that glued down now so we can start drawing. So we're going to glue all around the outside with just a thin bead of glue. Around, oops, open it up a little bit. There you go. Just a thin bead down the side, well, as thin as you can get with a shaky hand, right? That'll work. That will work. I'm using art glitter glue, so we know that's going to stick good, and it's going to stick fast. So, and of course, I'll be inking this in a minute too. But we're going to let that dry, and while that's drying, we're going to cut out the largest of the hidden paper clips, and you can see the grayed areas. This is one piece, and this is the other piece. So I'm going to cut that. My blade's starting to dull down again. It didn't last long. I was all bragging how it was cutting like butter the other day, and now it's not cutting like butter anymore. At all, at all, at all. Wow. Yep. Time for a new blade. Time for a new blade. Okay. Just all the gray lines. I'm cutting out on all the gray lines, but it should come out to a measurement of about 5 by 4 for the big side and 4 by 4 for the small side. So this is the largest piece. And then this one is the smaller one. And I'm seeing that my mark's off a little bit, so I'm glad we're doing this together. I can go in and make that adjustment before it gets to you. Just a scotch, but still I want it to be perfect. All right, so we're going to fold this one in half. And we're going to fold this one in half. For the paper clip. Real quick, so until I can get in there and fix it for you guys, at least my paper clip will be. And now what you're going to do, the only thing I didn't mark for you was I didn't mark the little cutout place that you do on these hidden paper clips. So you're going to want to come in and cut about 3/4 of an inch down that way and right to the center line. And you can kind of eyeball it. So if you cut down to the center from the top to the bottom, about 3/4 of an inch, and then slice it in to the center. You're just cutting out that notch, and that's where your paper clip's going to sit. So you want to do it to that one, and then on the top, cut down about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. You know, it doesn't have to be exact. You want enough so that you can glue the top of your paper clip together when you're done and hide everything. Okay, so we have these two pieces done. Both of my notches notched out. That's what it will look like when you've notched those out. And then we're going to glue around the short side and the bottom. Just a small bead of glue around the short side and the bottom. Close that up. And this one, the short side and the bottom. So those are put together. Okay, let me get this out of the way. And then the next thing we're going to do is take the other cardstock sheet and cut these out. And these are going to be your other two paper clips. This is a different kind of a hidden paper clip. I think it's pretty easy, and I think they come together really nice. So just have to cut them out. And if you don't want to go the trouble of following the curves around, you can just cut it out rectangle and use a corner punch. But I did put the corners in for you. So that one, and this is its mate. There's 2 pieces to each paper clip. Just like that one, there's 2 inches or 2 pieces to these also. those. And then these. So hope y'all are doing okay. I got this finished last night and I thought, well, let's do a tutorial so that when I do get it into the shop, I can just make it live for anybody that's interested in watching me put it together. So that's what I'm doing on this nice Sunday afternoon. You can probably hear my washer in the background. I'm getting my sheets washed, and I've got to go wash my hair and all that good stuff. Got a little housework done today, not much, but a little. All right, so we've got these two pieces, and we've got these two pieces. All right, doing this ahead of time, I see another little fix I have to do for you because this has to be a little bit narrower. So I will fix that on the printable also. But I'm going to continue with it because it's just a minor fix. So I'm just going to slice it down with my dull blade and round the corners back off. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. All right, so we've got that and we've got that. And I think I'm finished with my cover. So we'll get it out of the way, all these little pieces out of the way. Okay, let's put some more things together. All right, so this is the first paper clip. That's one side. This is the other side. And this is for the largest clip. And it's all glued together. It's nice and stuck. I'm going to take the big side of my clip and put it down into the big side of this pocket. Push it down. And then take the smaller side and put it over my paper clip and pull it up. And then you have your big hidden paper clip. Now it's up to you whether you want to round these corners or leave them square. I usually round them, but I think I'm going to leave it square today just to have the whole kit. To have this match, this for the squared corners and then these to be rounded. I don't know, but you can do what you want. All you have to do at this point is glue these two pieces together at the top, and your paper clip is secured on the inside. If you want to add an eyelet to this, to punch an eyelet in there, to add some ribbon or twine or something, that's very doable. If you have a crocodile and you want to put an eyelet in there, I know Trisha likes to put eyelets in there. And I'm going to just trim that off a little bit, kind of round it just a little bit, but not a lot, just to get that point off, that little white that you see. Just a little. All right, so that's done. I'm going to ink that on all the sides, but I'll do that last. And then we have these four pieces. So the bigger paper clip is there and the smaller one is here, and these are really easy to put together. So you're going to fold them in half. Fold all of these little oblong rectangles in half. Okay, and this one. And that's the hardest part of this. This is the smaller one. So I'm going to take my little paper clip and put it on there. And then I'm going to take some glue onto this piece and glue it all over the inside of that piece. I'm going to add a little bit right to the center of my paper clip. And I'm going to put this right over the top and hold that in place on the back. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the front piece and hold that in place over the front. Bring it down, seal the glue in. Of course, we're still decorating all this, you know that. Let's get it all glued together first. All right, so that's all glued together. And I see a little, my cutting wasn't perfect when I cut these out, as you probably were seeing as you're watching. And then we have this one. This one, I could have done it on this one too, but I want to show you the different ways. This one, I did not put a hole for the paper clip to come through. It's totally hidden. And if you see it on a piece of, let me find a piece of paper here, it's just going to go right up and be your paper clip. This one, I'm going to cut a little hole in the center of the smallest one for my paper clip to peek through, and I'll be able to put some ribbon through that, like I did on this one. So I'm going to do that to this one. Totally up to you. If you want your little paper clip to show a little bit, it's easy peasy. Just find your center of your crease. I'll put it this way so you can see it better. That's the crease. I'm just going to come in with my X-Acto knife and kind of find the center and just drag it through. Yep. Whoops. And then I'm going to fold this one in half. Yeah, very poor fussy cutting today, Bev. Very poor. I rushed through that, didn't I? But you guys will cut it pretty when you cut it. Only that's sitting out just a little bit. And see if I made my hole big enough. I did. And that will come through the top. So it's hidden, but got a little extra there that you can make pretty with a little bit of sari silk or seam binding. So I'm going to glue on the small piece. Don't glue on the big piece. Glue on the small piece. That way you don't have any extra glue you weren't planning on. And bring that side down. Hold it till it sticks. And then come over to the back and do the same thing. And I always put a little bit right in the middle of my paper clip just to make sure everything's going to hold good. And my terrible fussy cutting, I will attempt to fix a little bit. Yeah, I knew I was rushing through the cutting process part, but you know how it is. I know you'll cut yours pretty. Okay, and then with that, I can add a little piece of seam binding in there, and that will be this paper clip. So you can see the difference. You can do it to both of them. If you want to do them both like this, just cut a little hole in the top piece, the smallest piece, and if you cut it in the bottom piece, it won't hurt anything, but it's not necessary. And then you'll have your little paper clip. All right, let's do some decorating. We've got all these little pieces over here that we put in, and I used them in different places, probably than you'll use them. You don't have to use them at all. You don't have to use them all. You know, you can kind of do what you want. This is what I did to my originals. I'll just kind of put those out here so you can see. But again, it's all up to you. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my hidden tuck card and cut the top off so I can hide my little card in there. And you might have to trim your card down because these, I'm not going to recut these cards. I'm just going to send you the journaling card, and you can cut it to fit inside depending on how glued you did the sides. You know me, sometimes I get more glue than I want to get and can't fit as big a card as maybe you can with these shaky hands of mine. I don't have a very precise gluing. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit because I know it's not going to fit in there. Yours may very well fit. You may get a nice, precise, thin line of glue, but no such luck here. And I'm going to cut the top off my card. You can cut as much as you want. I usually do about 1 inch to 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. Kind of want to make it where it's going to line up cute and you can, you know, have fun with it. So I'm going to do it right about there. And so that's my hidden tuck card opened. And then you're just going to put your journaling card right up inside the top, like so. And I like that that fit in nice and easy. That's why I cut it down. I didn't want to have to struggle with it. And I'm going to glue it in with a little piece of glue, a little bit of glue there. Doesn't take much to hold it in place. A little bit there. So you got nice journaling space on. Try to get that straight. Nice journaling space on both sides. You can decorate it or just leave it for journaling. And it will fit down inside your Make sure I got it the right way. And I do. Might be a little long for my card. It's just a little long. I'm going to have to just take the bottom off. And again, that's going to depend on how you glued your pouch. I probably got my glue up way higher than you will. But it's just a matter of finding the opening. Just a matter of trim if it doesn't fit down in there easily. There you go. See how nice that fits in? So that's my hidden tuck card. And I'm going to decorate it, I think, with, like I did this one maybe, with my little picture. And, oh gosh, I don't know. I don't have to do it the same way. I kind of like this too, but we already have words. And I might use the big butterfly. I think I'll use the big butterfly. So I'm going to do that. Let me get some ink before I glue this down. Ink this little bird a little bit. I'm going to ink on top too, just to kind of vintage him up a little bit. These butterflies, I thought they were so sweet when I found them. So I'm going to do, I think, like that. I think that would be pretty. Okay. Layer these how you want. If you don't want to decorate at all, this paper is beautiful. You really don't have to. But I love to layer. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to put my little butterfly on the corner. Like so. And if you want to put a piece of ribbon or something on here so that putting this in a book and somebody sees it, they'll know that there's something to pull on. You can just take a little piece of your, I don't have the same color because Trisha sent me these little bits and I don't have a lot of any certain color. But let's see. I can use, that's pretty bright, isn't it? I think maybe I'll wait on that. Oh, here, the blue. The blue would be pretty with the bird. So let me just do a little tiny piece. Attach it, just a dot. Put too much and it'll soak through your ribbon. So I'm just putting a dot on both sides. And I'll hold that down on the front and hold it down on the back. And if you want to put a little, flat there if you've got one, or, like I could put a little pearl or something in there. You could do that. So that's your hidden tuck card. Put that over to the side. And then we'll take this paper clip and that paper clip and that paper clip and see what we can do. First, inking. Just because I like to ink, again, you don't have to ink. And let's see. Let's take this piece and maybe put a little bit of it on the front of this one. And how about where's the top of it? I'll put a ticket on that one down at the bottom. We can use a little bird on this one. And we can do a ticket on this one too. The ticket on top. I like that. And let's see. This one actually, I'm thinking this one I might like this on it. I do like that on it. And I'm not going to be using all these pieces, I can tell already. So I can do that on there. That on there. I mean, I'm just using them to be using them now, and it's not necessary, but I like it, so let's do it. So this one first. I'm going to ink this a little bit. glue it down. So if you want to use the rest of the pieces and decorate the backs of these, you could, because you'll see them from both sides in your book. Totally up to you. Split this up and put some decorations on the back, some on the front. Use your own decorations to add more. So you could put something on the back, but these are pretty. So that's my arthritis. It's killing me today, this thumb. So that's that piece. This one, I think we'll do it this way. So I'm not going to need all that, so I'm going to cut that off. Just use part of it. Ink it up. And I think like that. Let's put that down first. Like so. And this on top. Like so. And a little butterfly in the corner where the two pieces come together. I think that'll just finish it off. Okay, so that one's done. And that just leaves the big one. And I'm going to use this on my big one. I don't think I used this on the last set I did, so I like the gold color. It's good with the cards. And I'm going to put it down low, kind of low. And I could use the music ticket, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to use my butterfly. And I'm going to go big or go home, right? Go big or go home. Just right like that. And that's done. I've got these extra pieces. So let's see what we got. That's the original kit. Let me show you the one I did with you. So that is the duck card, and it's got the journaling card in there. This is the smallest of the paper clips, the medium paper clip, and the giant hidden paper clip right there. And I've got these pieces left, you guys. So we could easily flip these over and put some more stuff on them. You know, we've got that piece of ledger left. We've got this music ticket left. We've got that verbiage left and butterflies. Let's just do it. Let's use it all up since we have it. Since I put it in there, if you want to save it for something else, save it, but I'm saying let's go for it. Put that there. Put this little music ticket on this one. Like so, right down towards the bottom. That's the bottom right there. And this one, this is just the other side of that invoice that I cut half off of for the front. We'll put it on the back of this one. And we'll go right in the center of that. And then let's add this butterfly. I think I'll add it onto this one. And this big butterfly, or bigger butterfly. And I'll add that onto this one. Okay, I hadn't planned on decorating the back, but it worked out real good. And I didn't cut the hole for the paper clip on this one like I did this one, so I could easily put a piece of ribbon or twine or something there if I wanted to. Don't have to. It works just as well that way. This one, we could punch out an eyelet with the crocodile. But the way my wrist is today, I'm going to skip that. And then this one is just pretty, just the way it is. But that's the hidden kit, a 4-piece ephemera kit. And you can decorate it the way you want. You can see I did it totally different than the original one that I did. So just have fun with it. Make it yours. Make it unique. And enjoy the hidden kit. Thank you guys a lot. I'll see you again soon on my next tutorial or on my channel over at Bev's Creating with Love and Whimsy. Thanks a lot.